across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the New York Giants. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll return this with all the way.
That kind of kickoff return is something we call a momentum play. So if you're the offensive coordinator and you have a script of plays that you plan to run, you may change it up now because you may decide to go for some bigger strikes and try and keep the momentum going.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Throwing, Shock. Flushed out right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Bart, Parker, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short. Again, it's Achane. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Charlie Smith for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Saints 7, Giants nothing. Charlie Smith to kick off.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. In motion, Slayton. Working out of the gun is Dart. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. To throw, Dart. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air once more is Dart. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Dart going to give to Scannaboo. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll go play action here with Dart. It's caught. Touchdown, Giants. Darnell Mooney, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Now Shuck. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Darius Alexander. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw is Shuck. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Abdul Carter. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Shuck. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Tipton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
From the gun, Dart steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Tyrone Tracy. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know we can't do a mind meld and really know exactly what he was thinking, but I didn't see an open receiver there. Maybe, possibly, he did that on purpose and just overthrew him.
Yeah, coverage was good, so maybe indeed that was another way to throw it away, if you will. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try to put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
At the 16-yard line.
To throw now, Shuck. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Shuck now to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Flush to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Here's Dart. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
We always always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Saints' 11-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Here's Dart. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is indeed good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys.
Touchdown, Saints.
Smith now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
49-yard line. A 7-yard
Dart.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Going quickly there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
To throw is Dart. They'll roll him out right. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Play action now. Dart.
Escaping the pressure right.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing his Dart. This is intercepted. And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
At the 15-yard line.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 60 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
There's a reason the top linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Well, they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now Austin fights loose. A second nice move, a spin. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing, Dart. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Smith now for the extra point. And this one gives these guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Saints 21, Giants 9. Charlie Smith.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%.
First down. First and 10 at the 25.
To the air, Dart. They'll get this to Scannaboo. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now they'll change things up. Dart going to look to throw here. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's the backup Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point attempt to come here. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Saints 21, Giants 16.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. That That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First down, Saints.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Shuck. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd down and a yard. A give left side. Here's Achane. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Shuck. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
2nd and 5 at the 7.
Here's a 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember